Jackson here at Song Mentor. A couple years back, my wife and I attended a Peter Frampton concert in Vancouver. He was not only talented and amazingly entertaining, but a really genuine guy. We had a lot of fun and really enjoyed the concert. In 1975, Frampton released an album self-titled called Frampton, and on that album he included a song called Baby I Love Your Way, which really took off when he included it as a live version on the amazingly successful Frampton Comes Alive. A reggae group called Big Mountain also had a huge hit with it about 10 years later. Here's Peter Frampton, Baby I Love Your Way.
Okay, well this was a really interesting song to research and learn about. And if you pay attention to most of the chord charts on the internet, they would have you play something like this.
Shadows grew so long before my eyes, and they're moving across the page,
which is all open chords, and that's fine, but it didn't sound quite right to me, so especially listening to the Frampton Comes Alive version, I went back and looked at a couple of videos and noticed that he was playing a sequence of chords moving down the neck. So did a little scouting around, and I'm on to what he was doing, and so I'm happy to share that with you. So we're going to learn it the right way. And the opening chord progression, as well as the verses, is based on the following finger setup. So what we're going to do is we're going to take our first finger and put it on the 10th fret of the 5th string, and our pinky finger on the 12th fret of the 2nd string. Now my thumb, I'm going to mute some strings. I want the first string up there to be muted, so it doesn't bother me at all to just let that pinky finger kind of mute the first string. Okay, my thumb can mute the 6th string, and my pointer finger that's on the 10th fret of the 5th string actually kind of lazes across the 4th string and mutes that. So the only notes that are sounding are this note, those two notes that I showed you, 10 and 12, and then the open G string, which is a constant, because as we move down the neck, that G string, that open G string, rings through all these chords. And because we're muting these strings, that's why when I watch Peter Frampton play it live, he can really go to town with the strumming. He can freely strum all 6 strings because he knows that it's going to end up muted and sounding like this. Which is really cool because in each chord you've got 3 notes sounding and 3 notes that are muted. So I'm going to show you where your fingers are, and I'm going to describe it in terms of the first finger and the pinky finger, and that'll give you your note positions as you move down the fretboard. So we're going to start at 10 and 12. The next chord is 9 and 10. Then 7 and 8, 5 and 7, 3 and 5. So when you practice it, again, what we're aiming for is no sound from strings 6, 4, and 1, and a ringing open 3rd string, and then the rest of the strings as described, like this. Now I'll show you the right hand on that. Okay, so I want you to practice that until you're comfortable with it and you feel like you're muting the strings successfully and sounding the ones you need to sound. And then come back and we'll finish off that intro. All right, let me play the entire intro for you, and then I'll come back and show you where those last 3 chords are. Okay, so after we finish with this, which is kind of a modified C chord, this one down here, we go up to a B minor 7 chord, bar chord. And all that is just barring the 7th fret, and our 3rd finger is picking up the 9th fret, 5th string. And we strum there, then we slide it down to an A minor 7. And we finish up with one hit on this chord. And I'll describe that chord for you. It's again the bar on the 5th fret, but my 3rd finger's on the 7th fret, 4th string, and my pinky's on the 7th fret, 1st string. So the entire thing again in slow-mo. That's the intro. All right, so when we attempt to tackle a verse now, it's exactly the same progression apart from how it ends. So we're going to use that same progression. When we get down to that chord there, we're going to hold that for a bit. And we finish up with an F9 chord. And I'll describe that F9 chord to you. Your first finger is on the 7th fret of the 4th string. Second finger is on the 8th fret of the 5th string. And your 3rd finger bars the 3rd, 2nd, and 1st strings at the 8th fret. And both lines in the verse end like that. I'll try to kind of mock sing it at this point.
Shadows grow so long before your eyes, and they're moving across the page.
Okay, and it's going to repeat the same things. Suddenly the day turns into night. And you're going to repeat that whole thing. And that takes us into the little bridge section, which I'm going to show you next. So that's how to tackle a verse. Same progression down, hold the bottom chord. And then get into the F9. Okay, so at the end of every verse, we have that little connecting lyric. Don't hesitate, 'cause your love won't wait. That lovely little thing. And what we do there is we go to back to the B minor 7 bar chord.
Don't hesitate.
And that's actually an E7 chord. And I'll show you how to play this E7 chord, because what we do here is we make it kind of easy, because we just kind of go down the neck again with these next 4 chords. So it's the B minor 7 and then the E7. Now that's the same as a normal C chord down here. Make it a C7 by putting our pinky on the 3rd fret of the 2nd string. Slide that up 2, and it's a D7. Slide it up 2 more, and it's an E7. And that's what we want here. So we go from the B minor 7 to the E7 there, then the A minor 7, and then the D7 here. And then we're into the chorus. So let's just sing through that.
So don't hesitate, 'cause your love won't wait.
Those 4 chords. Let's look at the right hand.
So don't hesitate, 'cause your love won't wait.
Now we're ready for the chorus. Well, just before we get to that chorus, let's do a review, and we'll do a partial playthrough of the intro, a verse, and then that little connecting piece. Here we go.
Shadows grow so long before my eyes, and they're moving across the page.
Well, the chorus in this song is very cool, and I must say much more conventional. The strumming is more conventional. They're open chords at the bottom of the neck, that sort of thing. And it cycles through 4 chords. It's an open G, an open D, an A minor chord, and an open C. And then when we cycle through that 4 times, each time I notice that Peter Frampton connects it with a little. So when we finish with the C chord, ooh, baby, I love your way every day. That little connector, which is C, B, A, G, back to the G. Wanna tell you I love your way every day. Wanna be with you night and day. Into the second verse. Okay, so let's put the chords on the screen and do that up speed, and then we'll take a look at the right hand there as well. Here we go.
Ooh, baby, I love your way every day. Wanna tell you I love your way every day. Wanna be with you night and day.
All right, the right hand for the chorus.
Ooh, baby, I love your way. Wanna tell you I love your way. Wanna be with you night and day.
I want to show you a potential ending for the song here. This is the one that he uses live on stage now. Same progression, so we're... Nice way to wrap it up. Okay, our playthrough for Baby I Love Your Way is going to consist of the opening, a verse, a chorus. We'll double up the chorus. We'll do the chorus a second time, and then we'll do that ending.
See the sunset in your eyes, brown and gray, little signs, clouds are stuck in islands in the sun. I wish I could buy one a season. So don't hesitate, 'cause your love won't wait. Ooh, baby, I love your way every day. Wanna tell you I love your way every day. Wanna be with you night and day. Ooh, baby, I love your way. Wanna tell you I love your way every day. Wanna be with you night and day.
All right, fine tuning for Baby I Love Your Way. Well, I like this lesson because there are some kind of hidden skills in here One is this ability to mute strings that you don't want to sound, and at the same time make sure you get a nice clear tone from the strings you do want to sound, such as in these chords. And that's very cool. In this song also we have 3 unique styles of delivering the chords in terms of strumming. One for that section, then that nice little
hesitating,
which has a different feel, and then the chorus has a different feel. So lots to play with and have fun with in Baby I Love Your Way. All right, Peter Frampton. Go see him sometime if you get a chance. Great performer. You will not regret it. And we'll see you next time on Song Mentor.